Women wrestlers aren't getting paid? Why do you do a job?
Here is your win.
You do any job,
and fail
is to fucking get paid!
of the week.
Joe, what is your win of the week?
My win of the week is that segment on Raw where Ryback said, I team up with John Cena, but his name's not on my check. And then that was a great spine buster. Always been a fan of the spine buster, so when I see a good one, I'd like to applaud it. So that's my win of the week.
Nick, your win of the week?
Splitting it between a debut and a repackaging of sorts. The debut, Mahabali Shera, I think he can do a lot in TNA. I like the way they're building him. I like the excitement that he's showing in his video packages. It's very refreshing for me. And the repackaging is Kofi and Xavier Woods, and presumably Big E. I like the direction this is going. I think this is long overdue for those guys. Those three together can pretty much do anything they want if they're only given the opportunity, so I'm really hopeful that this turns out well for them.
I like both of those things, as you guys said. Those were good moments. Ryback's spinebuster on Cena, the whole that whole segment, and then I am interested in see what the New Day is, and hopefully it's a good New Day. My win of the week is going to go to Spud on TNA. I thought Spud killed it on the mic this week. Just the interaction between him and JB was pretty cool, and just to see the fans really rally behind Spud is nice. It's nice to see. So hopefully that means good things coming. But at the same time, my only con of the of the segment and the way they're building Spud is that he is so tiny. Like it's almost unbelievable that he's going to be able to do anything with EC3, especially with Tyrus being able to just hold him up in the air without much effort at all.
I like that touch where he was kicking his legs as Tyrus lifted him up. That was nice.
Wins from the live chat. We got JR coming to Global Force. The back and forth between Wyatt and Ambrose. Ryback, Ambrose, Wyatt. A New Day is coming. Lots of love for the New Day. New Japan Pro Wrestling Power Struggle event. Lucha Underground is getting a win. That also goes for me as well. I really enjoyed the first episode. And I think that's it for the live chat. Fails of the week. Joe, your fail of the week?
My fail of the week is Luke Harper's dialogue at the end of Raw. Boo! Playa. Holla holla.
Did you like Luke Harper's dialogue better than Eric Rowan's? She's not here.
I missed that one. The last thing I remember him saying was, pretty.
That was during the Adam Rose Tyson Kidd match. Rowan just came down the ramp and stalked around at the back of the ring, lifted up his match. She's not here. On the ground.
I like that better.
Oh man.
I would like it even more if it was not planned and they're like, what the fuck? What is he doing out here? She not here.
Nick, your fail of the week?
Beauty.
I don't know. I guess I'll pick a win from the chat as my fail, and that's Team Red Dragon winning the IWGP Junior Tag Titles. I don't like that team at all. If anybody in that company should be holding those belts, it's the Time Splitters, because fuck yeah, Alex Shelley.
Take your word for it. My fail is going to echo what the live chat is talking about, and we were supposed to talk about it earlier in the show, but I forgot to write it down for some reason. But it's the guest star this upcoming week on Raw, Grumpy Cat.
Oh God, yeah.
everyone's favorite internet meme, Grumpy Cat. That is going to be the guest star for Raw. What that actually means, who the hell knows? I don't follow Grumpy Cat enough to know what this actually means, but I'm not looking forward to it, and I am okay with admitting that I will not be watching Raw at all this week because of that.
It's a thing because there's a Lifetime movie being made based on the meme, so that's what it's
What?
hyped about. Yeah,
A Lifetime movie.
It's like Grumpy Cat's Christmas or something, right?
something like that. A little girl gets the Grumpy Cat for Christmas, and I don't know. It's like a modern Garfield if Garfield was a girl.
Modern.
It's gonna be awful because it's not Bill Murray voicing the cat. So
Let's be honest, that wasn't even good.
it had its moments.
So yeah, live chats echoing that. Grumpy Cat on Raw next week. Grumpy Cat on Raw next week. Man.
Bringing up Grumpy Cat, they did remind me of what Kayfabe News said about it. Is WWE is making our job extremely hard because they're satirizing themselves before we get a chance to do it for them.
Yeah. and that's what got me because I'm reading this in my Feedly.
I've got another fail.
I saw that story, and I'm like, all right, that must have been kayfabe news. I didn't even look at who was the byline. I just figured, oh, that's kayfabe news. That's dumb. That's not actually happening. 3 pages later, I'm still seeing the headline. I'm like, no way, this is a real thing.
Yeah. Okay. So my other fail is Kevin. I got a text on Saturday where he says, "Let's see if I can do this right." Yeah, I'm just reading the text, but it's, "I just saw an article that Brock Lesnar lost the title at a house show. Can you confirm?"
Oh yeah.
And I reply back to him, "No, that's kayfabe news. Come on." It says Lesnar's been losing at house shows for months. And to lose to Kofi Kingston? Come on. He's like, "Dude, I didn't read the article, dick."
That was also.
Are
Yeah,
you asking me?
it was also posted in in the Facebook group, but it was like a copy and paste of the entire story. That it was obvious they didn't read it or they didn't read the byline of it. So, but yeah, that did get some love. More than it should have. Just reading what it said, reading the headline. But then again, Grumpy Cat. So who knows?
Yeah. I've actually got another fail, and I think it has to be the English crowds. This one on Raw, they didn't really seem to be on top of things because they booed the Authority when they came out, but they would pop for everything Triple H and Stephanie said. And they booed loudest for Cena, which is obvious, always gets boos, but
for them, they want to cheer whatever they can because they don't get as many shows as we do.
yeah. I get that part of it, but it just didn't seem to make sense. And the horror story that was apparently the Leeds audience, I've heard various reports. Some say it was the entire crowd sucked. Some say it was a small portion of people wearing ref shirts that were just the smarkiest of smarks. But that sounded like it was a shit show. Justin Gabriel tweeted about that. Apparently, that audience made him leave the tour the next day. And I don't know how much of that is legit and how much of that is kayfabe, because Justin Gabriel hasn't been playing that much of a heel for a while now.
Yeah, that's an awkward one.
I like to believe that it's legit because I'll take any excuse to throw Limeys under the bus.
That big red double-decker bus they put on the Raw stage when...
Exactly.
Yeah, I got to be honest. In the during mailbag, we were talking about if Impact was, we were having a hard time getting into Impact as of late. For me, mostly, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time.
You're getting a hard what?
Shut up. I know what I almost said, and I didn't say it. I'm having a hard time getting into Raw lately. So what I've been doing is watching it like on a faster speed, like 2 times the regular speed. So I can watch a 3-hour Raw in like 45 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I was told about that over the weekend. How you do that frequently.
Oh, it's so nice, and like it gives me an opportunity to ignore the crowd because I'm focusing more on what's being said because it's being said so fast. So yeah,
And see, that's why I like that the last pay-per-view is I watched it without sound, so I could focus on the wrestling and not have to worry about what the fuck was being said.
yeah. Yeah, I mean this goes to and that was another like thing that I was trying to do is I was watching Raw on mute because the crowds were so awful and I didn't want them to taint my enjoyment. But watching it fast forward allows me to enjoy Raw much better because it allows me to really focus in on what's being said in the matches, even though it's going like super quick. That's probably terrible of me to admit to, but